Hello everyone. Today we are going to be doing about Venn diagrams and Carroll diagrams, and there is a relationship between the two of them, so we are going to look at them right now. So I have drawn an example of how a Venn diagram looks like here. So a Venn diagram is normally two circles which normally go through each other, and also it can be more than two depending on the type. But in this case, we are going to deal with the two circles only, and they are normally enclosed inside a rectangle. So if you are going to talk about the information you're supposed to put, where we have some information which you're supposed to put on the first side and the other different information on the second side. But now if you have things that are the same in A and also in B, we put them in the middle. So this place is called intersection, and in the intersection we put the information that is found in both this and this. Then anything else that is not going to be between these two numbers or these two parts, we put them around the rectangle, around out of the circles around the rectangles. Now we have a good example here. It says that roll the dice 8 times, make the possible 2-digit numbers that you can make. So in this case, they give you examples there. So I have actually made a list of all the numbers that you can get if you roll a dice. Now you're supposed to get multiples of 3 and multiples of 7. So multiples are simply number or products of 3. When you multiply 3 by any number, the answer you get is what you call a multiple of 3. In this case, 7. Anytime you multiply 7 to get a number, the number you get is what you're calling a multiple of 7. So when you roll the dice, these are all the possible numbers. The numbers that are circled in blue are the numbers that are multiples of 3. The numbers I've underlined with black marker are the numbers that are multiples of 7. So if you're supposed to pick, for example, these details and put them on any 8 of these and put them on this grid here, or this Venn diagram here, we already have 36, as you can see here, which is a multiple of 6. They put it here, and then you have 14, this 14, this 14, it has been put here. So if you can decide to pick any of at least four numbers from each, that means we get 3 here, and maybe 3 in the middle. So we can take 12, which is a multiple of 3. You can see it, I've circled it to mean it's a multiple of 3. We can take 15 and maybe take 24. You can take a number that is circled in this case. Then we talk about multiples of 7. So the numbers that we are picking right here are numbers which are underlined, but are numbers which are underlined but are not circled. So in this case we have 14, as you can see here. So we can go with 35. We can go with 56, and then we can go just that. So in the middle we are going to pick all the numbers that are underlined and also have circles on them. So we have 21 here, you can see clearly. We have 42 and 63, which is given there. So outside they give you 41. As you can see, 41 is here. It is not circled, it is not underlined. We can pick any other number, like maybe 23. We can pick another like 16. Any number you want, that as long as it's not underlined or it's not circled. So that's how you're supposed to make a Venn diagram. We have more questions in the booklet. We are going to deal with them after this. And now, this is a Venn diagram. It works almost the same as a this is a Carroll diagram. It works almost the same as a Venn diagram. What it does, it combines information. For example, you have A and C. So any information that is the same with this one and this one, you put it here. Only that, specifically that. Any information that is on A but is not on C, is on D only, you put here. So we have an example of this. The best way to work out is to understand is by working out. So we have an example here on page 221. The page you have just done is 219. So this page 221. So they gave you a poem here. It says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once I caught a fish alive, why did you let it go? Because it bit my finger. So why, which finger did beat? The little finger on the right. So we are supposed to pick words from here to fill the table down there. So the words you're supposed to write here are the words that are one vowel. Vowels are these letters: A, R, A, E, O, and O. So one vowel, and also the word vowel is either in the beginning or at the end. One vowel. So we cannot take this one because it has two vowels. So this, the first one we go with, it has only one vowel and it comes at the end. Another one, I think I is also one of them. It's actually the only one. We can go with is also another one. We go with look here, it. If you understand, you can pause the video and just answer it by yourself. We have go here, we have it again, we already wrote it, so you can see them now. It again, then on, and there. So those are the ones right there. If you come down here, you're talking about one vowel, but in this case, the words is not in the in the beginning or the end. It's inside the word. For example, we look here, fish has only one vowel. Another word, bit. We have which. We have did. We have this, and right. So now if you look at, I think we have left one. Let, yeah, I think we forgot the word let. So those are the words that we can get there. But now in this case, we have, these are the words that have more than one vowel. But in this case, the word comes, the words come either in the beginning or at the end, or both in the beginning of the one. Like we can have the one, you can see one. We have three, more than one vowel. These are two vowels. We have ones. We have alive. We have R, and at the end you have A. Then look at another word. More than one vowel, that is either in between. So I don't think there's any other. So now here, these are the ones that have more than one. So we can, I don't know whether we have because, but in this case, because has more inside, so that's why I did not write it here. Because we are talking about more than one, but this because the word because has just one. That's why we cannot write it here. So the word because comes here. Just wanted to clarify that. Then we have, we can now go back again and look at the other words. We have the word coat. We have the word finger. And you have the word for. So that's how you're supposed to answer those questions. So we are going to take the booklet and answer the rest of the question in the booklet. So in our booklet, this is page 54, from page 54 and 55, 2 pages in the booklet, page 54 and 55. So I will answer one of them, then I will give you a chance to try the other one on your own. So I will answer number 1 and give you a chance to answer number 2. So the numbers you have been given up here. So you're supposed to use these numbers to complete this Venn diagram. So remember, you must write all the numbers inside these Venn diagrams. When I say inside, it does not mean in the circles. If the numbers are not supposed to be put in the circles, you put them outside. So let's talk about numbers which are multiples of 3 and not even. We'll put them here. If it's even number is not a multiple of 3, you put it here. If it's an even number and also is a multiple of 3, that's when you put in the middle. So we go with the numbers that are multiples of 3. Here 15 is a multiple of 3. you have 21 is a multiple of 3 and not even. 7 is not a multiple of 3 and it is not even. We put outside. 2 is even number but it's not a multiple of 3. We put it there. 10 is an even number, not a multiple of 3. 16 even number but not a multiple of 3. 25 is not a multiple of 3 and it is not even. But 30 is a multiple of 3 and also it is even. So because it is both multiple of 3 and even, we put it inside there. So that makes it easy. Try to answer the next one on your own. Page 54. Answer this one on your own. I will give the answers when I will be giving the answers for the remaining part of the booklet, the one we did on Sunday. Now, Carroll diagram. You have a Carroll diagram here. Now, the same way I've explained in the book, a Carroll diagram, in this case, we have the numbers being given here. So we just need to follow the details that we are supposed to write down. So it says the number you're supposed to write here is an even number and also a multiple of 5. So you must only look for multiples of 5 which are even. So multiple of 5, we have, let's first of all, you can underline multiples of 5 easily. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 is not here, so you have 40 and 50. So those are the multiples of 5. But talking about even numbers, we have 10 because 5 is not an even number. Even number end with 2, 4, 6, 8 or 0. And odd numbers are the rest. They end with 1, 3, 5, 7 or 9. So in this case we have 10. We have 20. We have 30. We have 40. Now this number is not is even number but it's not a multiple of 5. So the same thing. Now it is even, not a multiple of 5. So this is the easiest. 2 is even, is not multiple. 8 is even, not multiple. Then we have 36, even, not multiple. 44, even, not multiple. If you understand, pause the video. Try to complete the part on your own. After that, continue the video and answer the questions with me, and just check your answers with what I'm writing right now. So we continue. It is not even. So the numbers which are not even but are multiples of 5. So we say numbers that end with, in this case, the numbers that are multiples of 5 and are odd, which means not even, end with 5 anyway. So you have 5 here, 15, 25, only that. Now, numbers which are not even, or odd numbers that are not multiples of 5. So any number you have not written is what you're supposed to end up writing here. So we have 23, we have 33, we have 47. And that's how you do a Carroll diagram. This is, I believe it's going to be easy for you to answer. That's how it's supposed to be done. That's it. So answer all the questions in chapter 11 in your booklet. And also, I forgot to tell you, we have some work in the workbook that you should be able to answer. Please answer page 91. Answer page 91 is very easy. We have done this one in the book already, in the booklet. Answer page 91 of your workbook. Answer page 91 of your workbook. It's about bar graphs. Thank you.